and welcome to 5 O'Clock Tales. I'm Molly Wellmann, and I put this show together to show you some really cool drinks and some cool stories, and I hope you're enjoying it. I know I am. If you really do like this, though, consider giving to my Venmo or to our GoFundMe page. This helps my bartenders and I get through this crazy, surreal time we're going through until we get Japp's back up and going. This is how I'm going to show you some cocktails. If you're making these cocktails at home, please show me, send me a picture, send me a video, give me a cheers. I'd love to see. It's like the biggest compliment ever. All right, if not, I hope you're enjoying the stories. Let me know, all right? Well, let's get to it. We're gonna make a really old drink today. This one dates back to about the 1840s. Now, think about that. That's before the Civil War, and drinks were so different then. I believe this guy was kind of one of the forerunners for bringing like these fancy, crazy drinks into popularity. His name was Peter Brent Brigman, and he had been born in Vermont, and then he moved to Boston, and he took over this concert hall and turned it into a saloon. And it became one of the most popular places in Boston. Now, he put together a really complex cocktail list. He had about 7 different punches on it. He had mint juleps. He had all these different fancy drinks. Everyone loved it. Everyone loved it. Some people thought it was a little over the top, but they didn't care. They still packed the place, and even attracted a very interesting guy. There was this guy, he was a temperance guy, and he happened to be in Boston, and I guess he was with a bunch of friends, and he happened to somehow wander into Brigman's saloon. Well, he got in there and he saw all these guys drinking the fancy drinks and having a rip-roaring time. You know, might have been a little drunk, possibly, most likely they were drunk. And this guy, Jewett, Dr. Charles Jewett, hated it. He thought Brigman was running all these guys into ruin, you know? He was the devil himself. So Jewett went home and he went and wrote about it, and he said, this is the reason why we need a temperance movement. We need temperance in, America, in the world, really. And, Brigman didn't stand down. Brigman went on, he made a whole new list of fancy drinks, even more juleps, even more punches. And he even made this drink we're going to make today. And he called it the Moral Suasion, just to kind of spite Charles Jewett, the temperance guy. So we're gonna make it. Now, I had to change up some of the ingredients because the ingredients in the 1840s were a little bit different than what we have today. One in particular is peach brandy. Now, I'm not talking about peach brandy that's sweet and you find it like with the De Kuyper and stuff like that. I'm talking about real peach brandy. It's really not an easy one to find. I think a lot of it has to do with the fruit. Peaches were different then. There were different varieties back then. There were varieties that made sense for making brandy, I don't think we have those peaches anymore. I haven't seen them. I've only found one peach brandy that really knocks my socks off, and it's not an easy one to find. A little craft distiller out of Denver. So I had to kind of improvise, and I like doing things local. So we're going to use an apricot brandy that's made right here in Cincinnati. I think it works really well, and this drink is just wonderful. So we're going to start with our apricot brandy. Now, that's made right here in Cincinnati. Now, with this, you'll want to add, 2 ounces of this. Like I said, it's a strong drink. In the 1840s, they drank stronger drinks. Okay, so got your apricot brandy, which will do just fine, and then triple sec. You're just going to add 1/4 ounce. Okay, this is really easy. 1/4 ounce of the triple sec, 1/4 ounce of honey syrup. Now, honey syrup is really easy. What you don't want to do, what you don't want to do is take a thing of honey, like a little bear of honey, and squeeze you don't want to squeeze a whole little pile of honey into this drink, that pile will sit on the bottom of the glass and you'll never get anything out of it. So for honey syrup, I usually take about like a half part of water and then a whole part of honey, just to kind of water it down a little bit so that it mixes really into your cocktail. Okay. Next you'll want our good old maraschino. I told you I would help you get through all of these ingredients that you're buying to make these drinks, and you will. So don't worry. I will not let you waste your money at the liquor store. You will use these ingredients to make fantastic cocktails that you will enjoy and your friends will enjoy. I mean, after we can start hanging out with our friends, that is, you will use it. So don't worry. I know it's not cheap. I know. All right, so a 1/4 ounce of the maraschino right in there. And then we're gonna go with a 1/2 ounce of our fresh lemon juice. And you remember what I say about fresh lemon juice, always fresh. 1/2 ounce right in there. We wanna balance all those sweet liqueurs that we just added to this incredible drink. Now, what we're going to do next is we are going to shake this. So add ice. We don't even really need to shake it. We're gonna just give it a stir, actually. I don't wanna chill it. I just kind of really wanna chill it a little bit, but I really wanna mix it. I know there's juice in this, and I know the rule of thumb that I've said. I love the complexity of this, so I'm going to stir it. You can shake it if you want, it's fine. All right, now strain this into a snifter like this. If you don't have a snifter, you could use a Collins glass. Make sure you're using crushed ice though. I have crushed ice on my refrigerator here at home. If you don't have crushed ice, get a towel, put some ice cubes in it, go outside with a hammer and crush it. You'll get a little bit of aggression out. It's gonna be great. Do not do it on your countertop. B would kill me if I crushed ice on this countertop. So take it outside or take it to a very solid place that you're not gonna break anything, because somebody will get mad at you. And remember, you are inside with them, okay? All right, strain this right into that glass with all that beautiful crushed ice. And then what we're going to do then is we're gonna take our brandy or cognac or what do you have, and we are going to pour that right on top. Just like so. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Okay, and it's gonna layer it just a little bit. Doesn't that look beautiful? All right, and then just to make it pretty, you're gonna get some fresh fruit. If you have fresh fruit, great. If you don't need to have fresh fruit, it's okay. I happen to have fresh fruit. I eat fresh fruit every morning. All right, some berries. You could add some orange slices on here if you want, whatever you want. For some reason, like old cocktails, they like to put berries of the season or fruit of the season on top of all of their drinks. And with this also, I know it's kind of not PC, but if you have a straw, you'll want to use a straw. If not, it's not a big deal. You just don't want to have, a face full of ice come, and pour right on you. Back in the old days, they used to call those nose coolers. I kid you not. Nose coolers. So I guess it would be very PC to have a nose cooler today, but if not, this is a wonderful drink. Again, this is the Moral Suasion. It's from the 1840s and it is absolutely scrumptious and you are going to love it. Cheers, everyone. Again, if you want to help sponsor my show, give to my Venmo or the GoFundMe page, and I really appreciate it. I miss you all. I can't wait till this is all over and I can actually just make this for you at the bar. But until then, happy drinking. I'll see you again.